This segment is presented by Kansas City Football Club, the High Law Firm, the bilingual lawyers in Missouri, U.S. Bank, La Mesa Mexican Restaurant.
Shelter Insurance, this is Charles.
Afternoon, Charles.
Joshua?
Does shelter insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
You know we offer car insurance, son. What's going on?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, we're your shield, we're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent Matt Cathy in St. Joseph today for a free insurance review.
Welcome to Te Lo Cuento News English. Tonight we have a guest, Jesús Pérez. Jesús is my friend for more than 20 years. We went to college together. We moved to the United States. We live in the Midwest. And today we are together again for different circumstances. And one day we want you know more from us, the Venezuelan community. So as always, I say, this is an space with accent, flavor, and integration. And this is what we need for you today, integration. Jesus is from the part of the country that was hit harder in this earthquake. The miles of areas that have damage is one part. There is even with miles that have impact worse. Jesus, welcome for being with us. He's in Omaha, Nebraska. Tell us how is your family and how you live this situation.
Well, thanks, Majo, for inviting me. I mean, we've been friends for a long time, and I appreciate all the work you do. My family's fine. They barely made it. My cousin, actually, she lives in the most impacted area in Playa Grande, which is pretty close from the northern kind of western of where it got hit pretty bad. All that city is gone. Where I was born and raised, it's gone. She barely made it out of the building. We have some crazy videos that they share with me, but my family is okay, thank God. But that's not the same luck that the rest of my friends had. The friends that I grew up with going to school, the school where I went, it's gone. My house is barely standing. There's a building about to collapse on top of it. So yeah, it's been pretty stressful. Especially, you feel the same as being so far from our families and friends, and we can't even do anything by being there. We just have to depend on text messages, WhatsApp, videos, and it's everyday stress.
And for me, what I also want is what I say, listen from us, from the migrant community directly, what is going on, what is happening, we are here. You have like the two sides of the story, and I shared these videos yesterday. You have your cousin who barely make it out, but you have also your uncle who is working, try to save life in this situation.
Yeah, he's actively, he's been working for the fire department for a long time. And two of my uncles were actually helping. One of them, he's the one that works for the fire department. They sent me a video where they were trying to save a kid. And it was sad because at the end of the day, they were able to get the kid out, but the kid didn't make it to the hospital. That was a very, sad news that I got after I realized that. But my uncle's been working and helping nonstop. Even my cousin that just left the building too, she decided to spend time now donating her time and helping in the community as well. So she's not really sleeping that well because all she's been doing is helping and, trying to figure out how to make things happen now.
We are almost, I believe, if I am wrong, 5 days out of the big day, the big earthquake. How your families tell you they are navigating the situation. Of course, they are help. They are everybody's trying to do, but it's not enough help because the damage is so big that even with all the help this already came, it's not too much. How do you, what they tell you to you?
Well, I think my uncles are just keeping themselves active because they're not getting the help that the government should be doing. you know as well as I that this government has been neglecting many things for a long time. So it makes it even worse. Just even thinking about the fact that Venezuela wasn't ready for something like this. We hadn't had something like that maybe over a century. Um,
127 years for something
well,
like this happen.
yeah,
It's
but okay, yeah, almost 30 years. You're right. But yeah, this my uncles have been just luckily the area where they were, it hasn't been that bad. He actually texted me today that they went to go see if they could get some food, which I think they were able to. My cousin also helps in that regards, but it's just I think at this point it's like a survival skill every day because the roads are destroyed. The infrastructure is destroyed, the internet. I don't even think in that whole city where I was born and raised, Catialamar, there's no stores anymore. Everything is gone.
and that is my next question, and what I decide also do this in English, because I thinking right now everybody's in the very high motivation to help, to donate, to put time, but the recovery that the people that is alive will have will take years. You are from this area. The part of the country that was hitting harder, where we are talked of, is different. 300, 400 buildings. Some people even say there's 750 buildings in all the collapse. Took was hit before, 27 years
Right.
before ago, with a mob slides. They came
Hmm.
from the mountain and they destroy mm, big part of
Of the
this.
city. Yeah.
So how long took in that time that looks like it was very bad, but even though it's not compared with what is happening right now.
Right. No, because that time it hit pretty bad, but it didn't hit the whole La Guaira state. It was more like up in Caraballeda and that area, but this time it really kind of hit the whole coast. And the other thing, not to forget to mention, is that even back then the government wasn't ready, and as well as I that they end up building on top of the mudslide. They didn't even actually. There's a lot of bodies that were staying on the ground in the ground there that were just bare in there. So this time is even I don't know maybe 5 times worse because it's larger. The catastrophe is way larger than that one. So this is gonna take years, not months, years. And it's
Is
gonna take a lot of financial help, a lot of hands. I mean, what are we talking about? Maybe 50,000 people that we haven't found yet.
that is the estimation right now between 50,000 to 70,000 people, because in all this tragedy we have also a neglect and incompetence government. The until today is unable to give clear pictures of numbers. So
That's right.
everything is estimated by the drum drive, over by the damage assessment people. They are who are really give more idea, because the last report that they give today, they talk to about 1,700 people died. And I think it is very hard to believe that number when everybody that is from the 4 or 5 hours away of this area knows
Hmm.
somebody they hardly hit or they lose somebody.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
the number doesn't reflect the
yeah.
situation.
No,
And the
it
same
doesn't.
with the injuries. I think they are saying about 4,000 injuries. That doesn't reflect what the hospitals are doing. So it's very complicated. Um, Jesus, and I want to have this conversation not as a journalist, as a friend of Jesus, Chuo for me, my friend Chuo. What do you want my American friends knowing about this situation, and how do you really thinking that your family that is there can have the support not only this week and next week, in 3, 4, 6 months, or even next year
Yeah.
when everybody have.
I mean, obviously, I want them to be safe. I want them to be okay, to be able to have basic stuff, food, water, electricity. But I think in the long term, it's going to take a while and it's going to take a lot of logistic help from, I mean, in this case, the US, which they are doing. They are showing up. My cousins are saying, yeah, the Americans are here. They're helping. And they were pretty grateful about that.
We
So,
are grateful as
yeah, we are grateful as a Venezuelan, but I mean the people on the ground, um, because we also know that this part that got hit was a very supportive of that government for a long time. But even themselves have told me, you know what? No, the government hasn't stepped up, and the Americans are showing up. We never thought that they would show up in this regard. It wasn't even expected. They were thinking of a more of a military intervention and all that stuff, but that's not the reality. Now they're actually helping and standing hands. So I think we need to continue to be doing that. We need to spread the word around the U.S. and show what's happening. I think sometimes social media and media itself is not really showing everything. So um, it's not that far. Venezuela is the backyard of the U.S. And for the longest time, we were really, really good, close allies for a while until this whole thing happened, the government. But I think just support from the people, awareness, donation, whether it be like this is what I've been doing here in Omaha for the last 2 days, just collecting basic need items, baby stuff, diapers, food, water, canned stuff. So if you can do it in every city, get together, spread the word, and go to those locations where they're actually picking up all that stuff. And if you don't want to do that, that's fine. There's a bunch of online organizations that are helping. I think Go Found Venezuela is one of them.
In several of those organizations, they also, I was listening to UNICEF today, and they was even say that yes, the bring all the donations is good, but the monetary donation are important because they reveal the needs of each person is different. Some estimate that around 6 million people are being affected directly to this situation.
Yeah.
This is the people that are in the area. This is the people that are in the houses. I tried to calculate the space for try to tell our Midwest friends, and I truly believe that the impact area could be between Omaha until Wichita. So for people have an idea how bad the situation it is, it's not a small town, and literally not in that way. Cities they are big, like Omaha, like Kansas City, like Wichita. All these cities are being affected and have buildings they have damaged and they are collapsed. I don't want to live without that. What are you doing in Omaha? What the Venezuelan, and not only the Venezuelan, because I receive call from my American friends and for the other Latino friends from different nationalities. We even have people from Africa volunteer in our area to try to help. So tell me a little bit before we left what they are doing in Omaha and what you did and if you plan to do more.
Yeah. So obviously we can't do nothing because we can't even leave and go back because the airport is completely closed right now. But we just got together and I say, hey, we can't just stop wait until the doors are open. So this Saturday we started collecting at a location here, basic baby food, diapers, can, and we start packing them all, organizing them in boxes with numbers and everything. We have about 1,000 so far. Today they're still there too. And our plan is just to ship all this to either Oklahoma or Miami. We have a location in Oklahoma that is willing to bring it to Miami. We are having some issues with finding logistic in regards to semi trucks to actually bring it down there because they will charge a lot of money. And right now we're doing this as a volunteer. So we need that logistic in Omaha. We need, if big companies out there are willing to offer, whether it be their trucks or whether it be warehouse where we can store things like that, that'll be great. But we're not going to stop and wait for them to just do it. We're just going to keep doing this for the next weeks or months because, like I say earlier, it's going to take a while to reconstruct the whole city. So
I think this is the big ask we have in this interview. If you are able to go to the Midwest area, maybe you are a trucker, they go with the empty truck, and you need to go to Miami.
Right.
And you want to help and stop in Omaha and put the stuff there and bring to Miami, you are more than welcome. If you are a person that sell diesel for trucks and you say, hey, I want to put the diesel for this truck going, we need your help.
Right.
Everything is counting in this situation. I want to say thank you, Jesus, for what you are doing in Omaha. We are doing here in San Jose and in Kansas City too. And everybody's putting a little bit. And thank you to our American friends and the troops that are there. The troops that are there right now.
Yeah.
More than ever, we are appreciate be part of this country. We appreciate to have this double citizenship, be able to say that we are American, but we are Venezuelan too. And we are see our second home. And be able to help our homeland.
Yeah. And prayers. We need prayers. I mean, we can't forget about that. Thank you so much for all the support and, spread the word, share in social media, be able to, I think we have to put eyes. Everybody has to know about what's going on. So, and thank you, Maria Jose, for doing this. I truly appreciate it. You're a good friend of mine too. So,
yeah, we are. Well, we live in guys. This segment is presented by Kansas City Football Club. The High Law Firm, the bilingual lawyers in Missouri. U.S. Bank. La Mesa Mexican Restaurant.
Shelter Insurance, this is Charles.
Afternoon, Charles.
Joshua?
Does shelter insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
You know we offer car insurance, son. What's going on?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, we're your shield, we're your shelter.
See shelter agent Matt Cathy in St. Joseph today for a free insurance review.